قال لك حاجة؟
ايوه.
Okay, and you're listening to Hashim's podcast again. We are very, very lucky today to be talking about sound healing. And all the way from the United Arab Emirates, Dubai, we have Inas Halal, who's the first female Syrian drummer and percussionist. She was born into a musical family and inspired by her father, Rabi' Halal, a graduate of the Faculty of Mass Communication at Damascus University. Inas has worked across media and entertainment, eventually turning her focus fully to music. So I met Inas a couple of years ago and didn't actually know she was a percussionist or a musician, only a sound healer. So there's a lot more to talk about. Let's welcome Inas to the show. Good morning or good afternoon.
Hello, hi, good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're hearing or watching us from all over
Yes,
the world.
we have audience from Europe, from North Africa, Egypt, Middle East, and of course Australia and the United States. It's fantastic to have you on, Ines.
Thank you
Please give
so
us
much
a
for inviting
little
me.
fabulous. You're in Dubai at the moment, aren't you?
Yes, 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 I am.
Please give us a little history of, I guess, the music, how you got into music, and then what happened along the way to get you into sound healing.
I actually music was by blood to begin with. My father used to be a drummer, one of the very few drummers that was in his time in back in Syria. And then, like when I was very little, I would, just play percussion. Just I felt that this is normal for everybody to just like grab the darbuka and play a rhythm. And obviously, it was not. I thought that it was like you eat, you drink, and then you play darbuka. But it wasn't obviously the case.
So
And
the
then,
darbuka is it's a Middle Eastern instrument, isn't it?
yeah, it's the Egyptian, belly dancing,
And
type
you
of
learn
percussion.
you learned that by hanging around your father and his friends and his musician friends, or did you?
Exactly, yes. They used to play like my father and my uncle. He used to be a musician as well, and they used to even work with Fairuz, very famous singer in the Arab world. So yeah, I just like automatically if I grab a darbuka, I would just like play the main rhythm, let's say. So after that, when I grew up, unfortunately, my dad has left the music field, and I didn't get the chance to be that close to the instruments until I was a teenager. And then again, I took the drums from our village because it was like thrown there, and immediately also I started just playing automatically. Like it's not like he was trying to teach me and it took time. It was like instant, so it was really by blood. And that thing is really amazing. And then after that, I studied mass communication and media back in Syria. But I always, if I can say, the music always saved me, because then I had too much pain all over my body, and I didn't know the reason, and I was like searching and didn't know anything. So I had to quit my job many times until I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia many years after searching. And
So this
through
happened in your university days at university, or
it started when I was in my university day, but I knew only maybe after 10 to 12 years what's the diagnosis.
okay? So
Uh,
what is fibromyalgia? Is it
so
myalgia? Is it?
fibromyalgia is basically it's a type of joints diseases. The closest to it is arthritis, and it begins either with a physical or emotional trauma. So basically, it's a type of a new age disease, And lately the doctors are more familiar with it. Like before that time, even doctors couldn't diagnose it very well because it imitates lots of other diseases, and it's not shown in the x-rays and MRIs and stuff like this. So through my journey, I
So
had to quit my jobs many times,
so
the
what
full-time job.
so what were the symptoms? Were the symptoms similar to arthritis you're saying, or so you
Yes.
felt you couldn't move
Yeah, it
properly,
is
or
similar. So basically, it hits the muscles around the joints. It hits the
okay,
fascia of the muscles.
yeah.
So basically, you have spread pain all over your body, very tender, there is tender points like you have migraines, headaches, all types of, pain, which is whenever you go to a doctor to check, they tell you, no, 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 it's all in your head, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So basically, it was a very long journey until I was diagnosed. And when I was diagnosed, I was so happy to finally find an answer for this, because even doctors by then they didn't know, they weren't like familiar with the disease. And now you can see more doctors are familiar with it, but also you can see that sometimes doctors they'll tell you, yeah, you have fibromyalgia, without, so
Without
before
making a
they
big fuss
didn't know
about it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they are like immediately they will tell you, but
And
it's
how did that
maybe
feel
it's
being
not that.
so young and so into music and being a great musician that you were back then? How did that feel? Did you get a sensation that maybe I can't play music anymore? I can't play the drums anymore?
Exactly, that's the challenge. So with the fibromyalgia, and I'm a very, very active person. I love playing all types of sports and music, and not any music. Drumming, it needs so much, physical power. So yes, I was disappointed to be, to begin with, but also I can say that music saved me, because whenever I quit my full-time job, I started doing gigs and teaching music, so that really saved me to keep my career. And then later, I discovered, because I was searching for a solution for my suffering, if we can say, or uh, just any medication or anything. Then I started trying energy healing, because I tried all other types of treatments that didn't work. And then the energy healing started working, and it worked very well. And every time I had so many positive effects with the energy healing. And in one of the sessions, I was inspired to do sound healing. Like, I was inside the healing session, and I don't know how I was inspired to learn more about sound healing. And that's how my journey with sound healing started.
Did you know what sound healing was when you first began?
Actually, no. The thing is that one time before, like 3 or 4 years from that incident, I met someone who taught me later. But then he was telling me about sound healing, and I'm like, okay, what's that? I have never heard of it before. And he tried so many times to invite me to sound healing sessions and to invite me to learn about it, and I never went. Maybe I I wasn't ready, let's say, because I believe now that whenever you're ready, you attract the stuff. Even if they are in your face, when you're not ready, you will not, have them or experience them. And that's exactly what happened. Like,
Yes, I guess you have to manifest what you want, and then when you get to the point where you know you need it and you want it, you manifest it, and then it eventually comes to you, doesn't it? At the right time.
exactly, exactly. And also, I think even in healing, if you try to invite people to be healed and they are not ready, they will not accept this invitation one way or another. Even if they accepted it, they won't really. They are not ready to live it. They are not ready to experience it, and that's what happened during this energy healing session. And from then, I went and I studied sound healing, started, doing more of sound healing for me and for
Okay.
other people.
Can
And that's
so
how.
you began straight away. So can you give our audience a little bit of an understanding of what is sound healing? What instruments do you use or materials do you use, and how does it affect the body and help the body?
Sure. So sound healing basically is vibrational therapy, if we can say. So it counts on the vibrations that comes out from the, let's say like this one is a Himalayan bowl. So this is one type of the instruments that we use are the Himalayan bowls. Uh, they make sounds, they make very very nice sounds and very nice vibrations. So the vibrations that comes out of these instruments, they vibrate with the body, because basically our bodies, they have a vibrational signature for each and every part of them, and even for our cells. So the sound healing with the Himalayan bowls, with the tuning forks, these are the tuning forks that usually used to tune the piano. You can use them as well in the sound healing. We have the crystal bowls. They are bowls made of crystals. The gongs as well, these very big, like cymbal, if we can say, like the
Yep.
one that they, hit it when they are calling for wars. So in the old movies.
But
So
we're not calling for war here, are we? We're calling
yes,
for trauma
it,
healing and sound.
it is a war actually to
Oh
heal
wow.
your traumas. It is a war,
Okay.
and actually one very good and important thing to notice and to know, that if you want to try sound healing, it's not recommended to immediately try a gong session. So you have to take it easy on yourself, because if it's the first time you're trying sound healing and you go immediately to a gong session, so many traumas and so many, feelings that are trapped inside you might come on the surface, and you may feel overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
So,
So try to maybe simplify it a little bit? So for people who might be superstitious about this art form or cure or science, if you want to call it, is it
Mhm.
is it a registered thing? Is it something you need to get a certificate for? Is it something you need to get educated for, or is it something that people just do?
No, no, no. Of course, you have to have the certification. Of course, you need to know like exactly what you're doing, because otherwise you may affect the person in a negative way. Let's say. So yes, it has like some methods to follow. I teach sound healing in Arabic, and also it's like a 3 levels course. So yes, there is 3 levels. You have to first of all know what sound healing is. You have to know which instruments you can use. You have to know how to use them, especially in the private sessions, because it's totally different, and there is a certain sequence that you have to follow that can affect the chakras, and the energetic meridian in the body. So yes, of course, there is a way to follow, and it has to be studied.
So how does it actually work? So you strike the instrument, and then the vibration or the sound that comes from the instrument matches or enters the body. And what happens then to the body? What happens then to the cells or
So
the
basically,
tissue?
it's like you are recharging the cells, or like because each one of these instruments, they have a certain vibration and they have a certain frequency. So we try to match those frequencies with the same chakra frequency that we are targeting.
And how do
But
you know? How do you know what the frequency of the body is? Is it every part of the body is different, or is it all the same?
so there is like two methods. There is the solfeggio method, which they combine like the normal music scores, the vibrations that they say that they are equal to the chakras, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, through the body. And there is the planetary system that some of them suggest that each chakra has the vibration of a certain planet out there. So there is two methods that you can use, but I personally teach and use the solfeggio system, because it's a system where we're all familiar with in our daily lives, It's explained more with the music, and it's very equal. And like you can find the right instrumentation for it, and you can follow it. So basically, when you hit those instruments, first of all, it works in two ways. It works in the audible way, and it also works in the vibrations that comes out of these instruments, that can take you to an alpha or theta state of mind, and that can accelerate the healing that
And what
automatically
is that?
happens in your
And and, and
body.
what does that mean? The alpha and the
So basically, the alpha state of mind is
yes.
a. So basically, every day, automatically, we have five main. We have five main states of mind, or mind frequencies that we like. When we wake up in the morning, we are in a, like, the beginning of our waking up is like theta state of mind, where you can say, like, we're just woken up, daydreaming, and then we go to alpha. When we go and when we start waking up, we go to alpha state of mind. And then during the day we are in beta, because, like, we're talking, we're working, we're seeing people, we're doing stuff. And then back at night, when we finished work and we're starting relaxing again, we go into alpha state of mind, maybe a little bit before sleeping. Then we go to theta again, and then we go to delta, which is the deep sleep level, the sleep level where you don't have any dreams, the very deep sleeping level. Now there is one more state of mind, which is gamma. But the gamma is a very, very high, high vibrational state of mind, that not anyone can reach. Like, maybe the saints, the scientists, the Buddhists, who are like just meditating for many, many hours, and they are practicing this.
And what's
Maybe
that
they
state
can.
like? What's it compared to? Like what
So
happens when you're
basically,
in that state?
the vibration in your brain, it will be it can reach to 100 hertz per
Wow.
second. So basically, it's a very, very
And
high
what's the
vibration.
average? What's the normal?
So basically, if we are in delta, we are from 0 to 4 hertz. And then when we go to theta, it's from 4 till 8. And then from alpha, it's like 8 till like 12. And then the beta, it's like between 12 and 30. And then you have the gamma, it's like it can reach to 100. So you can
So,
see
so
the difference.
so does it mean when you're in high vibration, does it mean you're more energetic? Does it have anything to do with energy and power or
Yes, not only energy and power, like awareness, like a
awareness?
very, awareness that it doesn't happen with normal people. It can happen, one time on the EEG, because we can basically, know which state of mind you are in on the EEG, and computer. And one time they saw that there was one normal woman reached gamma, and they were
Wow.
surprised, like, what the hell she's doing, she's a normal, just a normal person. And then they asked her after they finish, and this is for Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's a very well-known doctor who heals the trauma. And she said, I was just thinking about how stupid my husband was to do all of these things, and I'm trying to forgive him. So they proved that forgiveness is a very powerful method
Oh
that can
wow.
really change and make you reach. Now I feel goosebumps. That
Yeah,
forgiveness is a very, very big factor
definitely.
in raising your awareness and in taking you to beautiful states of mind.
Yeah, forgiveness and empathy and feeling for other people does increase. Is it also to do with the senses? Do your senses increase when we do the sound healing? As in, we're all known to have the five or six senses, sight, hearing, smell, taste.
Yeah.
I'm sure when you practice the sound healing, do more senses increase? Like you said,
Actually, yes, of
awareness.
course. So basically, because when you do sound healing, you're more relaxed. So it has many effects. So it can affect your. Of course, it's affecting your cellular level. So uh, that's why it helps with accelerating healing. But it affects your state of mind. It affects your physical body for it generate more relaxation. It affects your sleep. It affects, of course, your acceptance of your sensations of the world around you, but in a nice way. Because even if you are more sensitive to stuff and you do sound healing, you start accepting the things that you are more sensitive for. You know what I mean? So basically, if you're very sensitive to sounds and everything irritates you, when you do sound healing for couples of times, you accept more those sounds. You understand them more. You accept more people. You accept more situations. You will be open to, because basically all the blockages that are inside your body and your energetic body and even physical body are released. So that's why you are more open to life. You are more open to positivity. That's what sound healing does.
And I think that's what's happened to you, Ines. You've definitely healed yourself. You're living your best life, I see, on your social media and your platforms. You've
Thank you.
been teaching people how to do sound healing and also healing people. So you're based in Dubai,
Yes, I'm based in Dubai, mainly in Dubai, and I do gigs here and sound healing and also workshops for kids and marching bands and drum corps.
and we'll put a link of your Instagram and Facebook at the end of the program. Just before you go, recently you've also been doing drum bands with children. Is that right? Or
Yes,
I've
sure.
seen so much of your work.
Yeah, I actually, since 2016, I brought the activity of drum corps to the Middle East for the first time. And I represent the country UAE in the World Marching Band Organization, so we can have, more marching bands and more drum corps, because these bands, they compete with each other all over the world.
Wow, so there's a
So
drum marching band competition. Wow, fantastic.
yes, yes.
Our listeners in Australia would love that. We love our marching bands in
We have
Australia.
we have we have actually we have some marching bands in Australia and drum corps, and I met someone from Australia back in Thailand, because in the championship that we have. And but for me, doing this is also a type of healing, without saying that it's a healing, because when you are drumming or playing music inside a group, inside a community, you're moving, you're expressing yourself, you are learning to be on time, you are learning to be working with other people. That will make communities and people and adults be better in everything that they do. So for me, in the background of whatever I'm doing is a healing process. Maybe they don't have to know it. The kids, they don't have to know it. I don't have to highlight it to them, but it happens when they are inside those groups. And this is what I want for the communities. And that's why I'm trying to bring this to the Middle East, because we need it.
Of course, I think the whole world needs it. If you don't mind, before we go, can you give us a sample of drumming? Do you have anything next to you that you can drum? Would love to hear the
Uh,
sound of it, if possible.
actually, I actually, because my instruments aren't here right now. Let me check if I have something at home, because I don't think so. I left them all in the warehouse. But just one moment.
This might be a chance to listen to it live. If not, we were going to play a lot of Ines's. She's got so many clips on her Instagram and her Facebook, and she plays basically all around the world. It'd be great to listen to it now live. If not, because she
Actually,
travels
I
a
can
lot.
I can play on anything, just like a little
Exactly.
bit. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Even on this one, I can make music, but let's say the Arabic rhythm.
It's not coming through. You need to go next to the. No, I think we might have to play one of your clips then. There we go, a
Yeah,
little
maybe
bit.
maybe with the noise cancellation, it doesn't work
Yeah.
here. So yeah, you can
Well, if
definitely
even a
find
better
me.
Exactly. What we'll do, we'll tag you and we'll post your video. You have some amazing videos. You play even like the big drums, the Western drums. So I've seen you
Yeah,
play the
yeah, yeah.
Western
The drum
drums,
set. The
the
drum
whole
set.
drum set.
Yes.
Exactly. So we're going to post all that for you guys.
Thank you so much.
Fascinating conversation, Ines. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for your
much for
time,
having me.
all the way
Thank you.
from Dubai. Have a good afternoon. Thanks
You
for
too.
joining Hashem's podcast. Have a good
Thank you so
evening.
much. You too.
Bye.
Bye.